nothing like that first sip of coffee, you know what I mean? So it's a pretty big day. I saw my surgeon 2 days ago. Today is Friday, March 24th, which means I am 2 days shy of being exactly 6 months post-op. And I was pretty much given no restriction on movement. And that is exciting, but my leg doesn't feel normal yet. And some positions, some movements still feel a little funky. I still feel a little discomfort with some things. So I know that I'm not back to normal yet. And I think that's just gonna take a pretty long time. But I'm okay with that. I've accepted that, and I just am really happy and I feel really accomplished that I've hit this 6-month mark. So my surgeon also said that because I've hit this big milestone, I can start pushing the limits a little bit and I can start testing the waters. So what that means for me, and you can probably all guess, maybe, I'm gonna start feeling out some Jiu Jitsu movements and I'm just gonna see what feels good, what still feels a little weird, and I'm gonna do that today. I am by no means going to class. I don't even know when I'll take class. That is not even on my mind right now. All I'm going to do, I'm actually gonna go to Todd's gym tonight when they have open mat, and I'm just gonna do some movements and some drills with him. We're just gonna see how it goes, and probably the next couple of months, I'm only gonna do some movements with him. And the more that I heal, the stronger that I get, I'll just take it from there and see how it goes. Maybe by the summertime, I'll be able to go to class and I'll feel comfortable with drilling with other people. And then from there, we'll see when I can start rolling. But that's gonna be a little while. I know that, and I'm okay with that. I'm just excited to start moving around a little bit and seeing what feels good. So I'm just gonna take you along my day today. Like I said, today's Friday. It's a little bit of a lighter day work-wise because I don't have classes today to teach at the gym. So I can just focus on alchemize stuff and take my time with that. For those of you who don't know, I know a lot of you do know, I work for Alchemized Fightwear. It is a women's jiu-jitsu brand, and we just launched our biggest drop yet yesterday. We launched a ton of new products, a ton of rash guards, apparel, shorts, t-shirts, sweatshirts, a ton of really, really sick designs. So it's been pretty busy the past couple of weeks, so I gotta hop into a meeting in like 20 minutes. I've got to catch up with emails and messages and all sorts of things. I have to film a couple of things today. So I'll just be here at my computer spending the rest of the morning and the afternoon working. Hello again. It is almost 2:30 and I am still sitting in front of this thing, just in a different spot. Nothing too exciting going on over here. I feel like by Friday, I am over the screens. Like I am just done sitting on my laptop all day. I'm done sitting on my phone doing all of these different things. I'm just done. But it is nice now that I'm back doing the kids' classes at the gym. It's nice. I leave my apartment mid-afternoon because I have classes starting at 4, and I live about 35 to 40 minutes away from the gym, so I have to leave in the afternoon. And it is nice to have that afternoon and evening time away from the screens and kind of being back up on my feet, moving my body a little bit. It kind of gets me out of that slump of being on my computer and on my phone all day. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that it's Friday and I'm kind of almost done with what I have to do today. I'm gonna try to finish everything up in the next hour and a half maybe. We'll see. All done with work, and now I've got to run an errand. I hate running errands. I have to return my Aura ring. It's a pretty cool little ring. It tracks your sleep. It tracks your, I think, recovery. My husband uses it, and it gives you a lot of pretty good information about your sleep and where your body's at. And for all of my lady friends on here, you can actually sync it with an app and you can track your fertility. But unfortunately, mine came in the mail the other day and it was a little too small, so I have to exchange it. So I'm gonna go do that right now. And of course, I'm gonna use this opportunity. If you guys don't know by now, I love coffee. I love coffee. Any excuse for me to go out and get a coffee, I'm gonna use it. So because we are running an errand, I'm gonna use this opportunity to go to a cute little coffee shop and grab a coffee. And then it's kind of sunny outside. It's pretty nice. I think I'm gonna go to the beach. Package is dropped off. Coffee is picked up. I also got a giant cookie. Has anybody ever had the big fat cookie? Oh my gosh, they're so freaking good. It's Friday. Everybody needs a cookie on a Friday. Don't forget that. Can we all just take a second to look at this cookie? And now we're just gonna go to the beach for a little bit before we go to Jiu Jitsu. Still a little chilly out, so I came back in the car, but it's still nice to just look at the water with coffee, of course. So I kind of just want to reflect a little bit because today's kind of a big day. It's just crazy how fast time goes. Like, I don't know where the past 7 months have gone. It feels like so much time has passed, but it also feels like just yesterday the injury happened. It's just so crazy. Now that I'm back at the gym and, you know, sometimes I watch little bits of class and I look at everybody training really hard and, you know, now I just kind of hope that one day I can be there. And sometimes, especially like if I'm driving home at night, I will think about the night of the injury and I'm kind of just like, oh, man, I still, of course, wish it didn't happen. And if it didn't happen, then I could be somebody in the training room training really hard and it stinks. But I try not to think about that for too long because you can't change whatever happens. You just learn to adapt and deal with whatever you're given. But I'm just feeling hopeful, you know, that today is kind of another day one, right? Another step in the right direction and the first day getting back to doing what I love. There were so many days where this just felt years away, you know, and maybe getting back to competition Kim, like that might be years away, you know, that might take a really long time to get back to competing. I don't know. But you know what I mean? There were so many days when I was so limited in moving and doing things. I couldn't think about jiu-jitsu. I wanted nothing to do with it. I couldn't watch things online. I didn't want to go to the gym. Because I couldn't imagine, I couldn't picture my body being able to do jiu-jitsu. You know, I could barely even see myself being able to walk, you know, let alone doing jiu-jitsu. So it's just so wild that, you know, this time it's here. Like everything that I had been hoping for, you know, when this all happened, the time is coming. Like, of course, like I said earlier, today is going to be just figuring out what feels good and what doesn't and going slow and being safe. But we are about to start working towards going back to jiu-jitsu and it's crazy. It's so crazy. I just hope that one day I will be back to where I was. I want to be even better than I was. I want to move better. I want to be in better shape. I want to be stronger. And I just hope that I can get there. And I hope that I can be just as aggressive and just as tough. And, you know, I want to compete, go back to competing. I know I got to put in a lot of work to get there, but I'm excited to start and I'm excited to keep continuing to get stronger. You know, I've made a lot of progress. I've come a long way. I will pat myself on the back for that. And I'm so grateful that everything has been going pretty smoothly so far. So we will just continue to see how it goes. So, what do you think?
I'm a happy man.
It was a success.
It was a success.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Happy to see her training again.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, right?
It
I
is.
feel like this whole day vlogging, I just kept saying, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know? It feels like yesterday that I couldn't do anything. And then, when we were just training a little bit, it felt pretty normal. There wasn't really anything that felt uncomfortable. There's certain points, I was telling you, if I sit directly on the spot,
It feels weird.
it feels a little uncomfortable, but that could just be scar tissue and still some inflammation and stuff that'll just take a long time. But positions and movement, everything felt normal. So yeah. So maybe we'll do this, I don't know, 1 or 2 times a week or something. On the weekends, I guess. We'll see. And then I guess we'll just see where it goes from there.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. I feel like I'll just get more comfortable, almost without even realizing it. I was saying to you a little while ago, I feel like my body, it's like when you're injured, your body, once it's ready to do things, it just sort of does it. And that's what I've been experiencing this whole journey of recovering is I don't even, when my body does something new, I don't even think about it. It's my body just does it, right? When I tied my shoes for the first time, or I put socks on for the first time by myself, I just went and I did it, and it was my body was ready to do that, and that was something that's really simple, but something more complicated, much more complicated, like Jiu Jitsu. I think it's going to be the same thing.
Yes.
It's I'll train more intensely, just I think gradually, the more that I kind of slowly drill and move, the more confident that my body is going to become. And I'll just start, I think, training more intensely just naturally, without even thinking about it. The more that I get stronger and the more that my body heals.
That's right.
I think that's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We'll take our time with it and excited to highlight the progress as we go.
Yeah. There's a lot of movements where I look at them and I'm just any kind of movement where I see somebody's leg fully extended, in a single leg or some kind of inverted position or something. I'm but I'll be fully healed when I can look at that and when I can have that kind of move done on me and everything's totally fine. But slow and steady wins the race.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. All right, guys. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned for, I don't know, I guess more jiu-jitsu stuff now.
That's right.
We'll see. So until the next video, I'll see you guys next time.